Hey everybody, this is Kiana, and I'm doing this video today on a book titled The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And this book was first introduced to me a little, maybe 3 or 4 years ago by an amazing mentor of mine by the name of Karen Joyce, who came into my life and just blessed it so much by just sharing this work and being who she is, which is just a most amazing light. And I thank God for her. And Karen, just thank you. Thank you for introducing this work to me, and being the light that you were on this planet. And through hopefully that your work will continue to live on through people like me and all the thousands of people that you touched by sharing this work. Karen was somebody that studied this book for over 20 years. She mastered it, and she was committed to bringing this work to the world. And so today I felt inspired to start reading this book again, because I really need to work on my mindset. I know that some things have been out of place with me. I've been doing a lot, and I realized that I need to get back to the fundamentals. And one of the fundamentals for me is the study of this work. When I study this work, when I was under the mentorship of Karen, I kid you not, I was living the advancing life. I'm talking just money just flowing in from all directions, and I just had countless stories. And you would think, why on earth would I stop practicing this work? Well, sometimes that's what we do. Sometimes we learn something that works great, and then for some reason, we stop practicing, things that worked for us. I don't know. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. But I am committed to practice this work again, and I want to introduce this work to you. And one of the things that's important to me to do is read daily. And I am very much an audio kind of person. And I figured that by reading this to myself and to all of you, this is a video that I can play back for myself, hear my own voice, and the words can permeate into my subconscious mind and really deepen my knowledge, and that I can be someone like Karen one day, studying this information for a number of years and really become a teacher of this work as well, and be able to bless others with the work. And so I hope that that blessing starts today by me just simply reading the first chapter of this book. So the first chapter of the book is titled, the book is starting to fall apart, The Right to be Rich. Okay, we're reading on the science of getting rich. So, a fitting chapter for the first one. The right to be rich. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty. I'm starting off bad. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. No person can rise to his greatest possible height in talent or soul development unless he has plenty of money. In order to unfold the soul and to develop talent, he must have many things to use, and he cannot have these things unless he has money to buy them. People develop in mind, soul, and body by making use of things. And society is so organized that people must have money in order to become the possessor of things. Therefore, the basis of all human advancement must be the science of getting rich. The object of all life is development. Everything that lives has an inalienable right to all the development it is capable of attaining. A person's right to life means his right to have the free and unrestricted use of all the things which may be necessary to his fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfolding. In other words, his right to be rich. In this book, I shall not speak of riches in a figurative way. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with little. No person ought to be satisfied with little if he is capable of using and enjoying more. The purpose of nature is the advancement of the development of life. Every individual should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of life. The person who owns all he wants for the living of all the life he is capable of living is rich. Nobody can have all he wants without plenty of money. Life has advanced so far and become so complex that even the most ordinary man or woman requires a great amount of wealth in order to live in a manner that even approaches completeness. Every person naturally wants to become all that he is capable of becoming. This desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in human nature. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. You can become what you want to only by making use of things. And you can have the free use of things only as you become rich enough to buy them. Therefore, an understanding of the science of getting rich is the most essential of knowledge. There is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life. And that desire is praiseworthy. The person who does not desire to live more abundantly is uncommon. And the individual who does not desire to have money enough to buy all he wants may not be living to his full potential. There are three motives for which we live. We live for the body, the mind, and the soul. No one of these is better or holier than the other. Each is desirable, and neither body, mind, or soul can live fully if one of the others is cut short of full life and expression. It is not right or noble to live only for the soul and deny mind or body. It is wrong to live for the intellect and deny body and soul. We are all acquainted with the loathsome consequences of living for the body and denying both mind and soul. We see the real life means the complete expression of all that a person can give forth through body, mind, and soul. No person can be really happy or satisfied unless his body is living fully in every function, and unless the same is true of the mind and his soul. Wherever there is unexpressed possibility or unperformed function, there is an unsatisfied desire. Desire is possibility seeking expression or function seeking performance. A person cannot live fully in body without good food, comfortable clothing, warm shelter, and freedom from excessive toil. Rest and recreation are also necessary to his physical life. He cannot live fully in mind without books and time to study them, without opportunity for travel and observation, or without intellectual companionship. To live fully in mind, he must have intellectual recreations and must surround himself with all the objects of art and beauty he is capable of using and appreciating. To live fully in soul, an individual must have love. And the expression of love is often frustrated by poverty. An individual's highest happiness is found in the bestowal of benefits on those he loves. Love finds its most natural and spontaneous expression in giving. A person who has nothing to give cannot fill his place as a husband or father, as a citizen, or as a human being. It is the use of material things that a person finds full life for his body, develops his mind, and unfolds his soul. It is therefore of supreme importance to be rich. It is perfectly right that you should desire to be rich. If you are a normal man or woman, you cannot help doing so. It is perfectly right that you should give your best attention to the science of getting rich because it is the noblest and most necessary of all studies. If you neglect this study, you are derelict in your duty to yourself, to God, and to humanity. You can render God and humanity no greater service than to make the most of yourself. I hope you enjoyed this reading with me today, And as I continue to read through this book, I will be sharing and posting. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. You can send me a message to coachkdawson@gmail.com. Once again, that's Coach K as in Kiana Dawson, DAWSON @gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you, and be blessed.